What's up, guys? I just wanted to take this quick video because I couldn't find any information online about a bilge pump. So real quick, Shoreline Mafia, try to show everything I want to know. 800 gallons per hour. This is 3/4 hose, and just want to show you guys real quick the wiring. Now this is, and I'm no electrician or boat mechanic, but I haven't been able to find one of these, and I already had a hole up there that was already drilled. I didn't have to do anything, so I just put a switch with that clamshell and some caulk, so whenever I do get ready to professionally hook it up back to the main board there, I can just pop that caulk out, and I didn't do anything that wasn't there before. So anyway, it's negative straight to the battery, positive up to the switch, and an extension off that switch down to the positive side on the battery. So you got one straight and a negative, one the positive to the switch, and then from the switch to the battery. You saw the switch. I'm using this wire. It's like, I don't know, 6 gauge or something, 12 gauge. I mean, pretty good stuff. I just take the positive and negative off. That's how I made that switch. And my last Bilge pump for this weekend was left on or got turned on. I don't know, or if it was just old and it shit the bed. It was an ordeal. But yeah, I'll come back in a minute. All I'm doing is I'm gonna put 2 heat shrinks to cover this one. Put a touch of marine grease in there. I was told that was a good thing. Just very small amount of marine grease. Negative to this negative. This is the line, 2 lines already coming out. I don't have the 3 line. I have a float down there. I'm not sure if it works. I'm just doing this because I already have the switch and ain't nothing wrong with it. This is an upgrade to 300 more gallons per hour. So anyway, heat shrink will go on both sides of this. I got them both on that line. Just help seal it grease. I'll crimp it and I will come back to y'all. Okay, I had too small of a heat shrink, so I had to redo this one, and I just didn't like it's just cheap, everything's on Amazon, it's just cheap heat shrink. Now when they say heat shrink, but they really don't even heat shrink, and if you crimp too hard, I don't know, they're just really cheap. You crimp too hard, the lead or whatever's in the middle, real soft, just comes apart. And I held up a lighter. It says heat gun, but I held up a lighter kind of far, and it was just burning before it moved, and I gave it a while. So anyway, I take that up decently. I may do the same to that red, just for shits and giggles. And but yeah, anyway, I'm almost certain it's a 3/4 inch hose right here. I'm gonna double check this hose and then see if you can see those 2 holes right there. Those were my old screw holes, so I'm gonna just see if I can use the same ones. Maybe put some adhesive or 5200 on it. It ain't through the bottom of the boat, it's just into a little compartment there. So I will update you guys. I'm gonna double check it. The bilge pump's working with the wiring, check that hose, and see how it mounts down here. I know I got room and it's easy to work with, but I'm just, dry fit everything, so I will get back to y'all. Alright, so I have, let's take that a little better. The 5200 can was done. It sat around too long, I didn't seal it right, but I do like this stuff anyway. You don't really need nothing because it ain't through the hole or nothing crazy. This one came with 4 screws instead of 2, so that should be good. I cleaned that little area. This is some Ultimate NP, just weather sealant, and it'll hold. I've used it for nothing crazy where I didn't want to use 5200, and it's fine. I use this stuff at work. But I will mount this. I have some zip ties. I'm gonna get the cables neat back there, tucked away, kind of like I have the float. And yeah, make sure it's good. I'm gonna back it up, fill it up, and hopefully the next video will be it draining properly. So yeah, I'm back. Just I'm gonna tell you, don't be like me. I said the sealant wasn't that necessary, and it absolutely isn't. When I put it on there, I realized that the gills on the bottom of that mountain bracket act as a filter almost for the bilge pump. So I took the whole thing off, cleaned it real good, put it back on, and this is where we're at now. I'm gonna give it a second to dry. I basically wiped all the silicone off. I've got what I wanted though. It's in the screws. I was lazy. I pre-drilled, caulk over the top, and when I pushed that mountain bracket down, all the caulk squeezed up. So just don't be like me. You really don't need it. If the professionals didn't do it in the first place, then there's probably no reason for you to do it. So next step will be this mounted with the hose, and I will be draining the boat. So I'll get back to show y'all it's working. Got the speed of the hose. I was honestly hoping for more than this, but what you gonna do? Bilging. I don't know if I feel like it should be getting more power, but sounds like it's working. Something ain't right. Check this out, major. You guys saw it was barely shooting out a second ago. I took it up and let it free spin for a second on my hand, clean any debris. I cleaned out the mat, make sure this was a pretty dirty build. You probably should clean it out before. But I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But right now it is just spraying pretty good. I plugged this hole with my finger for a second. I could hear the machine kind of winding up, building up pressure, and when I let it go, I think that kind of helped clear something out that line. It's an old existing line. So, yeah. Only thing would be make sure that gauge of that wire is enough to carry those bolts, and I'm using the same size they got coming off. So I don't know, maybe the connects here that were existing here were not big enough, not giving it enough bolts or something, I'm not sure, but it looked a little weak at first. Now it is. I'll back it up for a second, let it start coming out. It's doing pretty good now, I think, so we're gonna stick with it and keep an eye on it. Probably take it out for a test run soon, and yeah, I'll let you guys go. I hope the video helps. So I couldn't find much on the topic online, and so yeah, there's my live well right there. I gotta do something with. That's my float. Eventually I'll deal with it. But yeah, we got a working bilge pump. So I hope this can help you guys.